Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? What is going on? Simon on the podium, getting first place. Podium nice and early. Good karma for the next game week. That is exactly how you should be thinking, mate. Appreciate you coming in promptly, Si. And yeah, hopefully we can get you a couple of podiums this weekend with that 100 you've got from the PSV boys in the old lineup builder. Tangled Berry, member for 4 months. Evening, lads. It's been a while. It has been a while, Tangleberry. Nice to see you in here, mate. Drake, have a good stream, lads. Can't make it today, as I'll be working. Hope you have a good shift, Drake. And yeah, we'll get those lineups ready for you, mate. But what's going on, lads? Alex, Tom as well. Surf, what's going on, mate? I appreciate you popping in. I really, really do. Yeah, what's going on, lads? Feels like I have been live this week, but not on my own channel. So it feels nice to be back in some way. Well, in every way, actually. Sorry, I didn't mean it in that sense. I just meant that, like, yeah, I haven't streamed at all. I'd normally stream my reward box, or, my reward openings sometimes if there's something tasty in them. But yeah, didn't do that this week. I just opted to just make it a video instead. So yeah, that is that. How are we enjoying the old continental nights? I saw you said, Surf, in one of the Discords we're in, you've had a few DMP landmines. I'm in a very, very similar situation to yourself, mate. I think just have got everything wrong, to be honest. Literally everything. This is the most frustrating one. Not that this is Continental Nights related, but had a good start in under 23. Don't ask me what I was doing captain in Bazanu, lads. I was having a bit of a hard day, shall we say. But nah, I'm joking. But don't even ask me what I was thinking there, because I couldn't tell you. I forgot Pedri even existed, and then Pedri and Zaya Emery come on at the same time for PSG and the Barcelona game, and Pedri ends on an 80, and obviously you can just see what Zaya Emery ended on. And Caceres, I don't even think he's going to start tonight. I'm sure Surf will be able to tell me more, but he hasn't really been in too much recently. So yeah, he might start and they go strong in the week. Who knows? Next game, if that makes sense. But I don't know. But anyway, that could hit a reward of some sort, to be fair. Probably aiming for a tier 2 there, really, aren't I? If he plays. And then, yeah, this is where the DMPs come. I mean, I knew Bologna wouldn't play, to be honest. Well, not new, but it was very unlikely. Santiago Ramos Mingo out of the squad. This was like my second Continental Nights lineup, which turns into basically my better team, because Diaz on the duty and Bruno Fuchs obviously not in the squad. We've got Fabianski and Flo playing in the next 30 minutes or so. But yeah, Diaz can obviously come off the bench. I mean, Caicedo should have been in instead of Diaz. I know that's easy to say, but you know what I mean. And then, I mean, yeah, I could have played not anyone, but I could have played Diego Gomez instead of Fruch. I couldn't play Idrissi because, well, actually, technically I could have if I would have went Caicedo, Idrissi, and instead of Diaz, Fuchs. But, it is what it is. Too easy to say. In both lineups, I had double decisive, but the wrong double decisives, right? Own goal, last man tackle, and then error led to goal, which is just mental. But anyway, Yonatan's in here. What's going on, mate? Sif said my sub 40 guys have killed me. I mean, yeah, they were always going to be the ones that I think on paper were going to let people down more often than not. But yeah, that is just really annoying. Yonatan's been a member for 5 months. That is nuts, by the way. I can't believe I've been... Oh, yeah, the member section has been going that long. It's absolutely flown. But I do have one lineup alive, and it's this one. It's a 240. I have a midweek game away to Raysol, and I've thrown in POV as my captain, sorry. And he plays in 3.5 hours. If the Wi-Fi does go out, because we have experienced that a few times, haven't we, over the last couple of weeks, lads, I am going to pre-warn you right now that might happen. The power has gone out twice already today, and we're only it's 2:34 here PM. So yeah, it's gone out twice. I mean, already, which is obviously not ideal. I'm hoping we don't get a third, but I can't guarantee that. But I'm just letting you know that. Stan, what's going on, mate? Thank you for joining us. But yeah, lads, that is literally what we're working with. I managed to call the Szoboszlai substitute, being benched tonight situation. I could see that coming, but I really thought Diaz would play. I really, really did. Obviously wasn't to be. Charlie, what's going on, mate? Cameron as well. Cheers, lads, for popping in. If you are in here and you haven't said hello, please do say hello. It does obviously mean a lot. I have been busy prepping for this stream. because, yeah, having, just shy of 40, or it's 120 technically, separate lineups to build does take a while. So I am going to be doing, or have done, like half of them, just under half of them off stream. And then obviously I'll show you, what I've built, if I've built yours already. And then, yeah, obviously the rest will be on stream. So I've built a good amount already. I think I've built, 15 of you guys' lineups. We've got about 20 odd to do on stream, unless we get any new members or anything that want to join the, the member section of the side of things and want their lineups built, want gallery reviews. We will be doing gallery reviews probably next week, I'd say, lads. I know it's normally at the end of the month, but because that one time we did it in the middle of the month, we're probably going to just continue doing it in the middle of the month. So yeah, if you're interested in any of that, £4 a month, lads, can get you into the member section of the channel. Charlie says, I won a Louis Diaz this week, unsure whether to sell or not. Was hoping to watch him tonight. You can't sell that, Charles. What did you win that in? Cracking player. So I'm just, Laird sent me a chat. Ooh, what's he got? Tadic scored a goal. Wow. Brunetta. Ouch. He had Bologna in goals. Oh, Lairdy boy. Lairdy. Okay. So, we're going to get into some lineup building then, lads. Sorry. If obviously I've made your lineup already, then it's just going to be looking at your lineup, of course, and just talking through it briefly, and then moving on to the ones that we have to build. But Tobias, you were first in, so you did get your lineup built nice and early. We did, what did you do? A couple of contender in seasons and a 240. It's obviously Matt Moller, daily season. Some really good matchups for you this weekend, mate. I would say all at home in that contender second team. Couple of homes in the first one, but still really good fixtures. And then the 240 is just flying, I think, the 240 rare. So, yeah, massive good luck this weekend to you, mate. And, yeah, I can't see how that 240 doesn't hit that. Well, I know it's easy to say, but I don't know where you're going to be aiming. I'm assuming the middle threshold because, yeah, Diley's probably going to walk to 100 again, isn't he? And as your captain, that's 120 odd points there for you. So, yeah, all the best to you this weekend, mate. Charlie came 5th in D1 Classic. Wow, mate, that's a fucking good effort, that is. Really good effort. Jonathan was in second position, sorry. Challenger in-season rare went first. All at home, NEC boys. I threw Toon straight in there as well to break it up a little bit. And then we went Challenger in-season limited. Tillman as the captain, all at home. Every player is playing at home, actually, for you. Which, I'm a massive fan of the home fixtures. If we can. And, yeah, you've got 15 of them this weekend. So, yeah, I don't think it gets much better for you, to be fair. Some really, really good matchups. I know Van Dijk's playing tonight, so keep an eye on that one. But the rest of them should take care of themselves. And, yeah, mate, again, all the best to you this weekend. If I'm going through these a little bit fast, that is obviously because I want to get to, the lineup building side of things. And, so, yeah, sorry. If it looks like I'm not taking any time and care in these, I've taken a lot of time in building them in that sense. So, explaining them only takes, a couple of seconds. A lot of the time. K-Flow wanted Challenger in-season and Classic and then Contender in-season. So we just, we did that, in, the Oviedo boys in Contender in-season. Reese up front and Jolly as the extra. Big Roden as captain in the in-season, or the first team. For Challenger, and then Classic Challenger, we went with, Armstrong. Sven Van Beek, Sarah away to Preston, not amazing, but he's still capable. And then, Harwood Bellis, I'm sure will get a nice little score at home to Watford, and Matt Ryan at home to Warwick. So, again, lots of home fixtures there. I got a decent feeling about those, K-Flow, to be fair, mate. And then Simon, who was in first. Thank you for being in first, lad. I'm going to catch up on the chat. Non-stick llama, what's going on, mate? Jonathan says I might get a rare Verdonk, so you'll go instead of Toonstra. Yeah, I can get behind that, 100%. Tobias, what's going on, mate? I don't know whether you've missed not missed it, but maybe you weren't in here when I explained yours. But yeah, I pre-built quite a few going into today's lineup building stream. So yours was one of the first built because you did get your requesting nice and early. Your 240 rare looks ridiculous this weekend, mate, just to sort of let you know. I'm sure you do know. But yeah, anyway, Sai, basically all at home, bar a couple of the Contender Classic situations. But we got Petrovic with a decent fixture despite being away. And then obviously the River Boys as well. Rest of them all at home. Tillman captain. I know you said you're playing the PSV boys in a different, challenger team. So I played the leftovers in there. And then the Champions season, Stuttgart, a bit of Julian Alvarez in there. And yeah, a bit of Benji Bougie Goat to finish us off. Tobias is going to rewind. Yeah, literally 5 minutes or so, mate. Maybe not even that. So, Sai, that plus the PSG boys that you've got going on this weekend could look really tasty for you, mate. Really, really good. And then Despa, we did get you all lineups completed as well. Despa wanted All-Star 270 and under 23. Under 23 was quite funky. I like the Sabosla obviously being benched tonight helps this weekend. Alvarez captain, I think they smashed Luton. Carvalho's been a bit hot and cold, but at home I think the QPR could be decent for him. Cochrane's been really good as well for Hearts. Great fixture there. 270, I'm backing big Luca. He looked good off the bench, in the Champions League midweek. I'd be very shocked if he doesn't get the nod this weekend. And then, yeah, All-Star Limited, obviously the Liverpool boys, Salah being benched tonight helps us. Diaz is probably a bit of a cert. And then big Les Melou as our captain there. Some really nice lineups actually this weekend, or just matchups in general for you, Despa. So yeah, mate, all the best there. Next, we got into Tom's situation, which was a Classic Champ Limited, under 23 and All-Star. Under 23 Limited looks good. Haaland looks pretty nailed. Aidan Morris back into the Columbus side after being suspended midweek. And then the Benfica boys then to finish that one off. Champ, mixture between obviously the Leverkusen and Bayern boys, all at home, all really good fixtures. Hard to really see outside of that. I don't think Bayern actually rotate that much. Let me just have a little sip of my coffee. And then All-Star Limited, mixture of, situations here. But yeah, Xhaka, Rodon as captain, Masip in goals. And then, yeah, the LA boys away to Vancouver. Not the easiest of matchups at all, but like LA seems to just score goals. It doesn't really matter where. And I think, hoping for that double decisive maybe could be pretty tasty. Just catching up with the chat though, lads. Sorry. Kodap, what's going on, mate? Thank you for joining us. Stan says I recommend Hoydemeister. Yeah, Hoydemeister is class as well. I can't believe I didn't buy Hoydemeister's super rare. Well, I did. I bidded like 140 quid and it went for like 150 like 2 weeks ago. Gutted I didn't buy him in the end because he's gone on an absolute fucking heater. Kodap says my galleries. So I don't know if you were in the chat. Sorry, Kodap, at the start of the stream, but basically this is a perk of becoming a member of the channel, effectively, where I build lineups for everyone. There's a member every week or twice a week actually, and yeah, there's gallery reviews every month, etc., etc. I don't need to explain all the situations. It's somewhere if you click join, or you can kind of see what you're given if you do want to become a member. But it's £4 a month, mate. Just sort of making it clear to you, Simon. Appreciate it. No worries at all, mate. No worries at all. Tobias says I build them very similar. I do have Metz over Heidel though. I don't love Austria's matchup, so I'd rather split them. And Metz should be good for like 15. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. I think keeping those. I know what you mean with the Austria situation, but Heidel can just smash. And, if they do get the clean sheet, you're looking at like 80 pluses, I would say. Malanda now doubtful. News just broke. Ooh, that's annoying. That is annoying. We'll have to, sort of fix a few of those Charlotte teams. Thanks as always, Welsh Wizard. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that, mate. Cameron said just picked up Hugo Sequet for Circle of Bruges with the money from Threshold. I love that, mate. Kalain, what's going on, mate? I wanted to buy Hodenmeister's rare when he was 15. I know. So annoying. So annoying, sorry. Kodap. Okay, not my bad. No, it's not your bad. It's all good. Dennis, what's going on, mate? What is going on? But yeah, Tom, some unbelievable matchups for you, mate, this weekend. And then next we had WLI Alex, who wanted, what did Alex want? He wanted Challenger rare teams. So it was like three Challenger teams, basically. I managed to get 2 in-seasons out and 1 classic. I think I built this in-season one first. Challenger in-season rare with Guzan in goal. And I then built the classic team. So you've got like, 1 main in-season Chal, 1 out-of-season Chal, and then a secondary in-season Chal. Some decent matchups. I know the main one is lots of aways. But Dallas away doesn't really sound that daunting, I don't think, for Seattle. And Norwich are on fire right now, to be fair. So, yeah, I wouldn't really be too scared of what's to come there. Yeah, quite a few aways, like I said, but the Herbers here, the forward might let you down here, just matchup-wise. I don't love it, but Herbers has been doing pretty well AA-wise, so you never know. You know, he could be quite busy and just gets loads of, you know, he could get like a triple of some sort. I do think it'll be hard for Chicago to score there at Red Bulls, but, you know, weirder things have happened. So, yeah, that is that. Next up, we've got Bok. Oh, no, this is... I always look at your name instead of the actual gallery name. So, dear Egan. So we've got Classic Contender ×2 and then Challenger Classic, which looks something like this. Lots of homes, all homes in the second team, and some really nice matchups there. Hartel, Cabal, Machino, who's on fire. Some really good situations there. So, yeah, I'd be fairly confident going into this weekend. Die Rich, my main man, if you're in here, mate, what's going on? Probably watching the Liverpool game, I suspect. But you wanted the Liverpool special weekly to be built first, sorry. So I went with Salah captain, obviously being benched tonight. I think that could be quite a nice one. Jensen at home to Chef. Rodon's obviously in there, always trusty. And then Kelleher in goals as the second Liverpool player. And then Gazdag away to Atlanta. I mean, I don't... It's a weird one. Like, he's away, but I don't think that really matters too much for Philly. Atalanta are decent at home, to be fair, but I don't think that means they don't concede to a Philly side with a lot of strength. And then Chal and a contender classic team in each rare level. Lots of homes. Pretty tasty. Pretty tasty. So all the best with that, mate. Next up, we've got I always spell this wrong. Dembois, I still don't know how to pronounce it. I'm probably never going to know. ILT, hey Harry, I hope I'm not too late. I wrote in the Discord chat. Yeah, that's all good, mate. You'll get your lineups built for sure. Not too late at all. Not too late at all, mate. I'd be careful with Norwich as they weren't great the other night and Preston are decent. Yeah, Preston are decent, but there's not too much we can do with that specific gallery in that sense as far as like how many players we had to choose from. Alex says, sounds good. I was having a hard time deciding what to go with. Yeah, it's tough one, mate. There's nothing that, like, I'll be honest, there was nothing that, like, really stood out to the point where, like, you know, it was completely obvious. So, yeah, like, in a weird way, like, there's I'm not saying you can't go wrong, but, like, it was just, nothing, like, really stood out to me, you know, which isn't a great thing, but at the same time, you can't really be too harsh on yourself when things, like, go, like, stupidly well and you didn't see it type of thing, because nothing really stood out to me, you know, in a way where... like, I'd be missing something really obvious. But anyway, Dembois, 240, Contender Classic, and Contender in season. Obviously, Killier playing away to St. Johnstone. Decent matchup. And then the 240, lots of the Excelsior boys in there have a massive game against Volendam. Like, really, really big. So, yeah, I'm really backing them to do something there for you. And then next up, we have Bonesy. Again, I always spell this one wrong. So, 2 Contender Classics and a 240. I saw you picked up a few of these new boys, the Bruno, the Manafa, sorry. A couple of really good pickups there. Gone for the Celtic boys at home to St. Mirren as the defensive stack. Chara is our captain in 240. Back in Simon to maybe get something, whether that's off the bench / obviously you want him to start, but we'll see how they sort of get on tonight. As far as, who plays or whatever, and kind of take that one from there. But the rest all at home. You got a lot of L15s that just aren't that favourable for 240 really. So no matter how I kind of played that one, it felt like I'd have to put someone in that was like not doubtful, but they weren't like he's 1,000,000% going to play type of thing. Not sure if I'm missing any information on Key. If there's anyone in the chat that knows why he's at 86%, I'm sure there's something. But yeah, do let me know. And yeah, we can kind of go through that. Cameron says, all my lineups now feel quite simple. I suppose a good thing. Yeah, no, I agree. Cam, mate. It probably is a good thing. It probably is, mate. It can't be a bad thing, I'd say. Dennis says, just Dennis is okay, mate. We'll go with Dennis. Dennis is a lot easier to say. Appreciate that. And then Charles was up next, which I did already build. I had a bit of fun. Yeah, it was a Premier League out of season, wasn't it? Premier League in season, and then a something else. I can't remember, but we'll have a look. Oh, under 23. I obviously built the Premier League Classic Rare team first. I mean, I think you just got back the Newcastle boys again at home to Tottenham. I had thoughts about playing Dubravka in Premier League in season, to be honest, and then playing Fabianski in the Classic, but like you've got, well, I had, two Newcastle defenders in either side. Well, one in here, obviously, in Hall, but, two over here. Well, one here, you know what I mean? One in each, two. So, like, yeah, it depends where you want that potential clean sheetness, which, again, I don't think it happens personally, but it could. So it's like, okay, well, if it does, where do you want that to go off? Do you want that to go off with the rest of the Newcastle boys, or would you want that to go off in the Premier League in season? That's probably the only flip I would say in there. And then, yeah, under 23, rare, quite a lot of, well, obviously a lot of aways. But, yeah, Valencia being great clean sheet-wise. So, back in the defensive stack there. Mint obviously showed us last week why he should be playing. And then Saito as well. Almira City, not a bad matchup at all, even though it's away. And then, yeah, the midfielder was pretty tough to pick, but I went with Gobo. Ren have been a little bit suspect. So, I'm sure there's a few decisives there for Toulouse somewhere. I'm hoping Dalinga and Gobo can go. Am I saying that right? Goboho? I don't even know. Boho? Should we just call him Boho? Is it a silent G? I'm sure it is. There's something silent in there. I'm sure of it. But yeah, Charles, some decent matchups. Obviously back in your, the tune to get it done. Okay. I've just realised I've been on a 10-minute delay. That's funny. Tobias just picked up an Emil Forsberg. Kind of have to since he's from my city. Love that, Tobias. Where's he from? Is it Stockholm? I have one in real life Swedish friend. One? I played football in my college with a Swedish kid. Really good player, actually. Yeah, he's probably my only IRL Swedish friend. There's quite a few like females that played like for the women's team that were from Sweden, but not really too friendly with them. But yeah, he's my only in real life Swedish friend. But anyway, enough about in real life Swedish friends. Alex Coombs. I don't think I built yours, Al. Let me have a look. No, I don't think I did. This is where I came to a halt, I think. Yeah, this is... So we've got Alex Coombs, Siggy, AG, Mohammed, Tangled Berry, JJ, MSSV, Donny 19, Just My Kit, Duncan Hall, Brad, Alfred, Nick, or volunteers, and then Cam and Chosius. So that is the running order, lads. So yeah, we probably shaved off an hour or so, I would say, with, the prep I did. It probably took me about, nearly 2 hours or so to build them. So yeah, that was fun. Thanks for the builds. I think you match what I went for. No way, Charles. That's mad. That's nuts. Tobias says, 400 kilometers north. Sundsvall. Don't know how to pronounce it, but... Ooh, did Gravenberch start tonight, did he? But yeah, Josh, you're never too late, mate. Never too late. Okay. First lineup then we technically build on stream. And that is Alex Coombs. And he wants one Champ Classic. So let's get into that. So we've got Champ Classic. That one kind of picks itself. Do we back the Brighton boys? Probably feel like we have to, right? Actually, I don't know if Rice plays, I don't think Rice plays. Got to back Diaz, haven't you? That one kind of picks itself, I would say. Technically, that could be in season as well, by the way. If you wanted it to. You don't need it to, obviously, but you know what I mean. Contenders Classic. But yeah, how's everyone finding the new the new Sorare, lads. Like, what we thinking? Are we liking divisions? Do we think it's fair? Like, what's the general consensus on just how Sorare is right now? Like, if my 2 cents is, I think it's a much more balanced game right now. There's obviously still things that need tweaking, right? Like, variations in, level up, boxes, sorry. Things need, things are definitely not perfect in any way. But, like, I just feel like we're at a stage now where, like, it's just not about just hitting the threshold every weekend. You know what I mean? Like, that's where the game got to, I think, for far too many people. Even people with, like, bigger galleries, if that makes sense. Like, it was like, it was all about the threshold. But now it feels like there's just more things going on. You can just get excited about more areas of the game. And that, I just can't see how that's a fucking bad thing, to be honest. I really struggle to see how it's not a good thing at all. But yeah, I'll catch up on what all your guys' opinions and stuff in a minute. Let me just build this a minute. Let me just concentrate 2 seconds. Frankie Kent, okay, that could be quite fun. I mean, let's just keep the stack together for now. Joe Null away, Viti. Has he been doing that with AA? Yeah, that's not bad. Excuse me, that is not bad. Yeah, let's keep the boys together. The Verde matchup isn't great, but I'm not seeing many better alternatives there, so I am kind of forced to maybe go him in a lot of ways. But yeah, let me just move this down a little bit. Okay. Probably something like that, Al, to be fair. And then 240, 270. Let's see what we can do with 240 first. It's always nice to win a bit of... Well, saying that, we'd be not wasting, but... Do we really have a goalkeeper for it? I'd probably say no. I don't want to force it, so I'm going to probably go and see what we can do this side of things. Frankie Kent. I mean, I don't know. Like, this guy's obviously scoring ridiculously well, but 86%. Like, is he expected to play? What is his situation? Jiju. Well, Kim Chai is supposed to be in, isn't he? We can go with big Kim Chai there. That works. Baleb at 34 could be quite nice, but I don't know if we actually need him to be that nice. I'll probably back Welbeck away to Burnley. I think that's quite a tasty fixture for him. I've got a funny feeling that Riker boy isn't going to play. Well, not he isn't going to play, but I think he's 50-50, and I don't know if we want to take that risk. Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look. I know his Hods is sorry. This a bit of a doubt. Yeah, let's play Salai, however we're going to pronounce it. He goes in nicely there, and then 45 points. Probably do something like that. Quite a tasty 270. It's quite a tasty 270. Alex, all the best this weekend. Okay, let's see what the chat is saying. Harry, I know I keep talking about him, but have you seen how well Galderman is playing for Ghent? Yeah, I have, mate. I actually came across him today. Yeah, he looks ridiculous. I like it generally. Def things to improve, but better. Yeah, fair enough, Tob. Much more level playing field, Alex says. Yeah. I think there's a lot more excitement. Even winning boxes seems good, and way more lineups to build out. Yeah, 100%, Sai. I agree with that. Tangled, I like it, but I missed the first week. All my teams in the bottom division. So if you miss a week, Tangled Bay right now, your lineups don't get relegated. So you would have been in that division regardless of not playing, if that makes sense. I was actually close to winning last weekend, which obviously helps make it more fun, 100%. No worries at all, Al. No worries at all, mate. Yeah, winning is always fun. Winning has never not been fun, has it? Okay, next up we've got Palsson. So, Palsson Beck. Which never works for me when I type in his name. Okay. Palsson wants Champ Classic. I know Palsson has a very good Champ contingency. So let's see what you've got going on here. Have to back Herdecki here. To be honest, bit of a no-brainer. Hakan. See, I don't know how Alias Garcia is a AAA. Like I own one myself, but like away to Atletico Madrid. I don't know if I'm in love with that. I really don't know. Like compared to like a Hakan at home, right? To Cagliari, like that one doesn't really add up to me, if I'm being honest. I see Palacios started on tonight, so that could be quite a fun one to keep an eye on, depending on his minutes tonight and stuff. Do we go Osimhen Cravadonna? Nice bit of form last game or so. Politano off the bench. Yeah, that could be decent. Double forward maybe. I've got a back Hakan there. I can't not do that. I'm sorry, but. And then it's like, you know, who outscores who? Does Van Hecker outscore Cravadonna? I mean, it's Frosinone. Like, surely they steamroll them, right? Surely to God. Per se. I think I'd back it, you know. I think I'd back the Napoli boys. I know they haven't been great, but I'd still probably back that. And then All-Star then. Fidesz has been really, really good. Ichamori. Nice matchup, but hasn't really scored that well recently. Let's go Fidesz. Amobieta aren't very good, as we know. And then another Champ Classic. Okay, after this. So, Bosagli walks into there for us. Holtby could be quite fun, sorry. I don't mind playing Holtby there at home to Osnabrück. That could be nice. Gruel's been really good last couple. Probably back him to continue his form. Koita at home to Liège. That could be okay as well. But Gruel's been really good recently. But his opposition score is not as tasty as I'd like it to be. I'd probably go Koita there. Standard Liège aren't good at all, really. And then maybe Desart, a tick. Kagurshi. Got some great players, by the way. Really good players. I'd probably back Desart, you know. Captain's an easy choice. Ooh. We've discovered an issue regarding our MLB reward boxes. Anyone get that? Come up on their chat. Oh, on their Sorare thing. Okay, All Star, and then one other Champ Classic, I believe. So we've got Karnasaki, which could be quite fun. So could. That's an interesting one. Karnasaki or Meret. Or Meret, sorry. Very similar matchups. How have Frosinone been? Have they been scoring goals? I'm going to guess not many. Yeah, not many. But what about Hellas Verona? Are quite cheeky. I'd probably back them to score, to be honest. So I'm going to say Napoli there. Keep it stack base for now at the defense. Bujigoat. I mean, I do like Palacios. You know, have a look at what happens tonight. But I would like... yeah, I would kind of back that. got to be Goodmanson, even though the fixture isn't like impeccable. And then, do you go Sergio Ramos? Maybe Di Lorenzo, double defensive stack, and just hope he smashes. But his scores haven't really been there, you know. Van Hecker maybe, but again, his scores have gone a bit quiet as well. I'd probably back Ramos, you know. I'd captain Palacios, but like I said, just, yeah, keep an eye on that one, you know, as far as what happens tonight. But yeah, mate, all the best for this weekend. Next up, we've got Shamrock AFC. What have we got cooking for Shamrock? We've got Prem Classic, which should be fun. So, Neto in goal. Senesi's probably back, but do I think Kilman outscores him? Maybe. Or do we want to keep the stack together? We probably want to keep the stack together, don't we? Yeah, he's at 60. I wouldn't risk it, to be honest, for the sake of keeping it together. Jensen, Antonio starting tonight, I think, isn't he? Doherty away to Man City. I think I'd probably have to back Senesi there. Probably got to play them both, to be honest. And then 2 Challenger Classics, or 1 in-season 1 Classic, let me know. I just want to keep my Revs boys as a stack. Okay, sounds good. So we'll see what we can do for in-season. Because we have, yeah, you have the Revs boys. Let's keep the Revs boys together then. Let's keep the Revs boys. Obviously, we can't do 2 out. Oh, that's more than 2 out. So yeah, this will have to be a classic team then. Let's do classic with the Revs boys. Veroni with an 80 off the bench was quite random, to be honest, but fair play. Away to New York, not an easy game, is it, for them? Let's see. Yeah, because our goalkeeper's out of season, but great fixture. Andrade's out of season as well, isn't he? Cirillo, sorry. Noah, let's go Andrade. Busquets, Cara could be nice. Cara could work. Then probably Ricky, and probably you've probably got a back Busquets, haven't you? Well, I don't know. They're not playing against each other. He's away to Kansas. Played last night though. I'd probably go with something like that, to be fair. Shamrock. Busquets is a toss-up. Obviously played last night. He probably plays. I just, you know, away. I don't know if I really love that as a situation. So yeah, that's how I'm reading that one, mate. Let me check the current SO5 scores of my guys. Probably not very great. Oh, Fabianski on 5 AA. Go on, the boy. Outscoring his L15. For now. Club Brugge 1-0. Ferenc Jutla with the goal. Liverpool 0-0. Villa 0-0. Wow, 3-2 in the end, Olympiacos. 3-2. Vert, is that a big chance created? No. Attempted assist. Okay. I bet Fabianski's busy tonight. I bet he is a busy boy. Okay. Back to business. Okay, so Mohammed said he doesn't know what to do this weekend. No idea what is best. Please help. Okay. Well, we know a lot of your cards are in season, so I know it's fun winning cards, but you know, with a lot of your, so you have, what can we do in contender a minute? Because I see you've picked up Osako. I'd go in and see what you could dominate up here, to be honest. Probably back Mitsuta over Ohashi, even though they're both really good. This player doesn't necessarily have to be in season, actually, but there's not a ton of quality outside of Higashi, so I'd probably still back it. I'd go balls deep in contender in season with the players you've bought, and obviously there'll be a J League Classic, a J League weekly, special weekly, or whatever pretty soon, I'm going to assume. I definitely think try and get something like that out, and then Premier League wise, what have we got here? Is it the Newcastle boys at home? Excuse me. You probably fancy these here, I'd say. Keep them all together, and then go. Where's he to? Gordon. I think that works quite nicely. Champ. And obviously you've got the Real Madrid boys. You've also got Napoli boys as well. Napoli could work quite nicely here, I would say. Doesn't have to be full Napoli, really. Yeah, definitely doesn't have to be. Kimmich at home could be quite nice. Modric could be nice. We'll maybe split this one up a little bit. Do you back Brahim? He's looked quite sharp recently. Maybe back Brahim, but it's hard not to play Harry Kane, isn't it? Let's be honest, lads. I'm probably playing with a Moose as well. The Moose is on fire. Let's go with the Moose. And then what can we do for contender? Challenger, sorry. Well, we got True. Well, yeah, we could do under 23. What could we do for under 23 that looks quite tasty? Lowell, Trubin. Schlotterbeck might be quite nice as the extra player. Oh, wow, you got some very good mids, haven't you? I just hope my 315 isn't up for a boxing continental. I don't know what it's looking like at limited, to be honest. I don't know what it's looking like anywhere. But yeah, I think just over 300 probably get you a box, doesn't it, of some sort? Quinny, what's going on, mate? Sigur said, did I miss... yeah, you did miss yours. Yours was literally two players ago, or 2 users ago. So we're doing Mohammed's now. We did AG plays before that. And then Siggy, we did do yours just before that, mate. So probably, yeah, 10, 15 minutes ago, if you want to scroll back, mate, and have a little look at how we got on. Over there. And then... Brahim away. Don't know if I love that. I don't mind Jovic. Ooh, Villa just scored against Lille. Something like that for under 23. I'd say those would be my starting positions. I'd say, you do have so many in-season cards, Mohamed. I would tend to really, just try and, recoup as much cash as you can for now, And then obviously you've got other lineups as well, of course, but you know what I mean. No worries, Siga. No worries, mate. Okay, Mohamed, I hope you're happy with that, mate. Tangled Betty. Ollie Watkins, what a man. What a man. He just scored. Come on then. So, Tangled Berry wants 2 Champ Europe Classics. So, Champ Europe Classic. Let's do it. Ooh, it's got to be Neuer, hasn't it, for the main one? Neuer for the main one. How are they looking? Predictions-wise, what are we thinking Bayern do? Do they not have... Wow. They think it just stays the same, does it? Fair enough. Interesting. I mean, neither scored that well last time, which is fine. I probably captain Kimmich, hoping for a little cheeky cross onto Harry Kane's bonds. Hopefully he can get himself a few goals. I'm sure he will. And then another classic. So, Champ Classic. Now, of course, if you have in-season cards but you want to play them in Classic, I'm not here to say you shouldn't. But I do also think it is, if you have the in-season cards in good spots and they have good matches,